order for the May 23rd FNF committee. All right, first on the agenda, approval of the April minutes. Can I have a motion?
I'll move that.
Second?
You have to second.
Second.
Right, all in favor? No opposed? Minutes approved. Okay, action items 2.1. Recommend approval of payroll certification. Motion? Alejandro made the motion. Margaret, you second? All in favor?
Second. Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. I should ask for discussion, but Margaret, you'll hop in.
Yeah, I need to talk.
All right.
If we need to talk about payroll, we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll never have to do that, but something
I
good
don't
these
know.
days.
I want you guys to time me, okay? 2.2, recommended acceptance of federal Perkins funds for academic year 23 to 24. Motion,
I'll move it.
Margaret, second.
I'll second.
Is that all we get for Perkins? 879?
879,000.
Oh,
It's about 200,000 more than last year.
is it?
Yeah.
Because we used to get it at, I think it's Binghamton. But,
Any
so it was about
more
that much.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. 2.3, recommend approval of high needs localities, workforce, academic programs, and food science. Motion? Alejandro, second. Jim,
Yep.
questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Welcome, Tina.
Hi, Barbara.
2.4, recommend approval of resolution for candidate for promotion.
Move.
Margaret Moe, second.
Hi.
Tina, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved. 2.5, it feels like I'm screaming.
You
Okay.
are.
I'm sorry.
She's in the chambers. Yeah, she's in the chambers.
Okay now. Recommend approval of resolution for the revised position description of Director of Financial Aid. Motion,
I'll move it.
Margaret, second.
Second.
Tina, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Any opposition? Motion approved. 2.6, recommend approval of participating institution agreement, PIA, license for Slate.
That's our student record system.
Pardon?
That's our student
Oh,
record system.
okay.
That's our-
Yeah.
Part of our student record system.
Okay, a motion? Jim,
I'll move it.
second.
Alejandro.
Alejandro. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Message. Motion approved. 2.7, recommend approval of bid 23-09 SUNY Broome Student Center HVAC replacement electrical construction. Motion,
I'll move it.
Tina, second.
Second.
Jim, questions?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Okay, motion approved. 2.8, recommend approval of bid 23-09 SUNY Broome Student Center HVAC replacement, HVAC construction. Motion,
I'll move it.
Tina.
anybody care to make the motion?
Tina did.
Tina
Oh,
did
I
second.
didn't see her
Yeah.
light up, so I didn't hear her. Second.
I'll second it.
Okay, any questions? All in favor, motion approved. Recommend renewal of preventive essential cloud service subscription renewal. Okay, motion,
I'll move it.
Margaret,
second,
Jim, questions? All in favor? Aye, motion
Aye.
approved. 2.10, recommend approval of campus-wide security cameras. Motion, Alejandro, second,
I'll second it.
Gina, questions? All in favor?
I have a question. We're put them all over or?
Yes, every entrance, parking lots, anywhere that there's accessibility or potential accessibility to the campus.
So every door is getting a security camera?
Correct, every,
Wow.
yeah. Right.
That's a lot of money, huh?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Yep, motion approved. Informational items, presence report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, Margaret said that we need to have those cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's the world we live in today. Thank you to everybody who came to graduation. It was a great night. We seem to be ticking back up closer to normal in the post-COVID.
They took pictures of all the trustees together. Kathy was taking pictures of everything.
Oh, she was
she could think of.
taking great pictures. She sent me some really nice
Yeah.
pictures. One everybody
Very
loves. It's quite frameable. Jesse's not here, but we'll have to have it at the party on the beautiful.
What was it?
Well, me exiting the ceremony with the
Oh, the
drum
band.
band in front of me.
Oh,
Really beautiful closing shot. Everybody absolutely loves it. So thank you for that. And again, thank you to everyone who was involved in organizing and orchestrating.
It really was a very nice.
Beautiful. Same with the scholarship event, which is always so wonderful to be providing all that support for hundreds and hundreds of students. And thanks to our foundation for that. I just provided opening remarks for Launchpad. We've got a bunch of high school entrepreneurs on campus today. For entrepreneurship competition. They're actually be judged for their business. And pretty excited. It's the second year we've hosted that. Actually, from many of the local high schools in the area. It's a great event and a great group of students who are thinking about having their own business. And tonight we have the Frank G. Paul Medal Ceremony, which is one of the most unique college scholarship programs in the nation, because most of the students will be honoring more than 10 here. Now, the top STEM students from all the schools in the area get recognized with a Frank G. Paul Medal, thanks to the gift from the Paul family, from Frank G. Paul. His daughter will be here, and often others, and we recognize each of the top STEM male and female students from all the high schools in the area get a medal. And then we provide a scholarship to the top STEM student who's attending SUNY Broome from that group. Where you can imagine the top STEM students in the county all in one room. It's a great and again quite a unique ceremony. Since which is a great thing to do. We're honoring a lot of kids that are about to college. Most of them won't come here, but some will. It's a great event to have all that brain power in the room.
Yeah.
And
Just like here, huh?
yeah, just like here, exactly. And that concludes my remarks for this morning, Madam Chair.
Oh, good. All right, budget and finance, Mr. Sullivan.
Good morning. So in your packet is just our college's monthly forecast. It hasn't changed over the last couple of months. Still looking at about 3.8 million of PERF stimulus funds to balance the current year's budget, fiscal year end August 31st. As you approve the proposed budget for next year, there's about 3 million of PERF money remaining if this forecast is accurate, and that about 2.4 million is in next year's proposed budget, and that leaves about $500,600,000 potentially for the following year.
That's what we have in hand. It's
That's
our,
correct.
the Republicans can't take it away from us.
Right, yeah, we've already,
Margaret's not at all political.
Well, no, but I mean, that's what they're doing. They're saying we want the stimulus money stop. And I thought,
actually drew all the
Yeah.
cash a couple of years ago, and then we've just been transferring it in as needed. Speaking of HERF, we're pretty much maxed out of all HERF funds. If you remember, there was both student HERF money and then institutional, which was for the college. We've all the reports. They're all everything has to be spent by June 30 of this year. This year, so we got maximized that opportunity. Laura is really the key point person on submitting voluminous reports, and Jeanette Tillotson also spent a lot of time submitting weekly reports to SUNY for a long time, and then monthly reports. So that was just a lot of effort on everybody's part to allocate that, and so I think we'll be concluding on that over the next couple of weeks. We did, the college, along with the board officers, had a meeting with the county on May 1 to review both the proposed budget for next year as well as the updated multi-year financial sustainability plan. Also talked a little bit on a couple of major projects in the capital proposed capital budget. So I think overall the budget meeting went very well. The county executive was pretty complimentary, and so we'd expect within the next few days the county exec to submit his recommendation to the Broome County Legislature during June. And so there'll be a couple of June committee meetings, education, finance, and then full edge will be in the middle of June. So we'll see what the county.
you don't expect any changes.
Well, the college requested 2%. Sometimes county exec recommends 1%. So we'll just have to see. Every 1% is worth about $75,000, and at least college represented. Certainly capital is much more significant. We probably have, I think the college submitted just under $5 million request for the county. It was about 4.9 million. Of course, that all gets matched by SUNY to the extent that the county has resources to support those projects. The main ones being the renovations to Decker nursing, radiology, and dental. Major improvement to the inside of the library. It's done quite a bit of work on the outside, HVAC and the roof, and some exterior analysis. So that it's a highly used building.
And I think they really need work on that library.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
So those are the major updates, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions anybody has.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If the United States should happen to go into default next week, what direct impact or immediate impact would that have on us? Or don't we know?
I would say I don't really know. The key area would be whether there'd be any impact on financial aid for students for the fall semester.
Generally speaking, at least when they've had a shutdown or anything of that nature, it has had no impact on the student aid process. They try to keep that completely out of it so it doesn't impact the students. That being said, I don't think we've had a situation like this before, so I don't think anybody's really sure what's going to happen.
Okay.
Any other questions from Michael?
And I would just say, you know, in addition to financial aid, I mean, there are a number of federal grants. Perkins grant that just got approved is so, you know, cash flow wise versus the appropriations. We'll need to monitor that. We have a couple of member items out of you know, the senator's office. So I have to just keep an eye on some of those. Perkins grants, probably the most significant federal appropriation that we get. So we'll just have to monitor those as we go forward. We'll keep you posted if there is any
And they say the first part, then Ellen says the first part of Jonah, we're almost there.
Facilities update.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You have my report. I'll quickly run through it. The fitness court has been completed. We anticipate a ribbon cutting / launch date sometime in early September once classes are back in session. Construction of the third pavilion has been completed and the pavilions have been furnished, and we are now looking at installing solar lighting at each pavilion as well, especially the one over by the student village and the student services building, because there's no lighting really in the vicinity of those, and public safety would like the pavilions to have some lighting from a safety standpoint. 2 of the 4 construction contracts for the restroom project in Old Science and Student Services have been finalized. We're still waiting for the plumbing and general contractor contracts to be finalized, and once they are done, we will have a get start meeting with the contractors and work will begin. An RFP was circulated or advertised, should I say, for the Old Science to Student Union conversion. We had a walkthrough on May 17th. 7 architects were on site. Proposals are due on May 30th, so we should get a good sampling of the proposed work from those 7 architects. As you previously approved under action items, we had the bid opening for the HVAC replacement at the Student Center West Gym. Both were good numbers, and we will begin the process of construction contracts once the board approves these on Thursday. If you remember, we had that significant damage to our electrical system on Thanksgiving Day. Those repairs will be made this Saturday. Power will be shut down to the entire campus from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And also this week on the 25th, we've got some switch work that needs to be done at the Natural Science Center. So we will have to close down or shut down power periodically at the Natural Science Center as well to get that work done. The Decker Nursing Project continues to move ahead. Our meeting this Thursday, we should have a spreadsheet that outlines the base proposals, the add alternates, and the costs associated with those. Also see the other projects that we have ongoing, the art classroom space in the library, the semi-electric vehicle garage, Wales building, student admissions and enrollment center, reconfiguration of the little theater, campus-wide sign upgrades, Decker water chiller replacement, academic and athletic evaluation of the student center. And one thing I left off, and this is where I was earlier, we have an outfit on campus, Theological Building Systems. They're an engineering outfit who specialize in clean and green energy and energy management systems. So we are going to be walking through every building with them to develop a plan to install meters for all our buildings, electric, gas, and water, so that we can better manage the overall energy usage across campus. So that'll be going on for most of the day today. And would be more than happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
Maybe just one other thing to add, just to give the finance committee an update. So I think you're aware you approved an authorization for us to purchase the Boland land adjacent to the campus. And that got approved by the board, approved by the Broome County funding at 50%. It was submitted to SUNY, and then SUNY came back and said they wanted a second appraisal of the property, which is apparently normal operating procedure by SUNY. So we obtained a second appraisal, which was materially lower than the first appraisal. It was 6 months apart. You know, appraisal companies kind of approach things a little bit differently. Quite a bit of logging had been done up there during that time period. So once we received the second appraisal, we then had some dialogue with SUNY. College determined that it should go back to the first appraiser and have that appraisal updated so that it was more current to the second appraisal. So the college has reached out to the first appraiser for a modest sum of money, all of which can get reimbursed by SUNY. And so it'll probably be several weeks. We'll get an updated first appraisal report, and then provide that information to Broome County Attorney's Office, who in essence is negotiating a final price with the property owners.
What were the two appraisals? You know, off the top of your head?
Well, one was in the neighborhood of I think up to it was on a per acre. So I think that the total amount was in the neighborhood of 300,000, and I think the second appraisal was in the neighborhood of 225,000.
Oh, that's a significant difference, huh?
So we'll think the prudent person would, you know, get the first one updated, and then you know, whether the property owners are willing to reduce their asking price is a whole other matter, but you know.
Oh, and then we have to go back to them. Oh,
But we haven't made a formal offer yet.
Right.
It's an agreement and concept.
Any additional feedback, negative from the town?
No, not subsequent to
They
the,
feel
to the couple
secure
of
and-
meetings.
I know they had some concerns.
Yeah, we had a good meeting. Jason was there,
Oh, good.
Mike Monticello, myself, Anthony, Kathy. Of course, Mike Marinaccio called a special town hall meeting just
Uh-huh.
for that. And it went very well.
Okay. That's good. Is there any other business we'd like to bring before the committee? Okay. Someone like to make a motion, we adjourn?
I will make a motion.
All in favor? 9:23.
Who seconded? Who seconded? Who seconded?
Jim, I thought,
I'll second it. Doesn't matter.
I sorry, you did.
No.
Yeah, no, I thought Tina had done it.
Yeah, Diana.
You can have me second it.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
That's okay. Thank you.